Well, hello there, and welcome back to Freeform Disney. I'm Jeremy, and hey, it is another What If tonight, so this will be the fourth one. And they've been going live early, so hey, it might be popping up anytime now. Let's see. Hello there to Evie, hello there to Miko Marvel, and hello there to Jurassic Boy Carter. Welcome, welcome, welcome one and all. Glad to see a bunch of you in and around. As I said, I've been enjoying these so far. They've been a little more uneven than what I'm used to out of Marvel, but definitely some fun stuff in here. I mean, that second one, that was good. So, looking forward to tonight's. I heard this might be our evil Doctor Strange tonight. We'll see if it's that or something else entirely. Don't know. Hello there to Darscal. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. So what do you think? You think they'll drop it the 10 minutes early? I think they'll have it up here and like right about now. Let's see. Answer is yes. That's quick. And hey, it's the longest of them all yet right there. Look at that. It said the other ones are 34, 35 up here on Disney Plus with all the credits. This one says 37. So we got an extra couple minutes in there. What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? The title for you. Evil Doctor Strange indeed. Alright, everybody, let's get that episode up and ready so we are ready to roll. Everybody I see is somebody I know before, so you've heard all the spiel before, but in case anybody else is watching this at some later date, you're going to pop up your copy. I've got mine over here. We'll go ahead and watch it all. I'll count you in, and then I'll have a timer up over my head up here. So that way if things get missynced, that should help you sync it back up. Okay, anybody having any problems, put it in the chat as usual. Otherwise, we will get ready to go ahead and start on up. Hi, so hopefully you are all excited for this next episode as we move a little further forward in time in the MCU, since we're Doctor Strange time now. Could be interesting. I swear in the trailer, Captain Carter might... was it Captain Carter that popped up with Doctor Strange? Maybe. Anyway. Okay, everyone looks like they're ready. No problems. So here we're going to get ready to go. So in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Ever popular MCU intro music. Wonder how different it'll be when we get to, say, Phase 5 eventually. What changes he'll make here to this title sequence, huh? Want to be weird once we're getting to Phase 6 and 7 and however far out in the future. Let's say another decade down the line. When it's no longer our Steve Rogers Captain America that's really the front focus in this, and Thor. Well, actually, Thor might still be around. Who knows? He is still currently. But point being, Rachel McAdams, Benedict Wong, Tilda Swinton. Gotta have some of our people there. Yep, yep. Love how they've gotten people back for this. And they were saying, again, they probably have, what, 80-something, 90% of the people are back to do voices. Still pretty cool. Love that. I imagine it helps that it's easier to fit it into people's schedules, too. Carter, is it okay if you come back after? Yeah, sure, sure. Come back after, talk afterwards, give your opinions and such. When you say lost his heart, huh? Mm. So you have to imagine each of these pieces all going the same way. We're almost through our intro portion, right? Yeah. Saw this one coming, huh? Gonna be one of those, no matter what you do, it still results the same way. Yeah. Just kind of imagining a different TVAs, what's really going on here. It's like, oof. Like the end of this reality, right? Gonna be fun to watch that. I like the two color eyes. Wonder what our reference is there. Or maybe it's a specific character and I just don't know him well. Nice. Yo. That was a bit from the trailer right there. Nice. Yeah, strangest. The tree and whatnot, right? Of course. We. That thing, huh? Our same Hydra-like creature. I love the connection and callback to bringing in that same creature there. A gnome? I'm sure there are Easter eggs and references here. I like these extra pieces from the Watcher on occasion. Now we're back to here, huh? but I have an evil goatee. Yeah. That's cool looking. He's actually interacting with him. How intriguing. What a somber ending. I like that they actually went for that, at least on that side of things. Although we didn't see that he's dead at the end, so I suppose he could pop up somehow into a different universe, maybe. Yeah, no kidding, Mika Marvel. No kidding. No, good point, Scal. Good point, because that is him talking to Captain Carter in the trailer. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Good point. Too wrapped up in the moment, but yeah, you're right. Wonder where we'll go with that. That could be interesting. Nice job on the music. Whoever's doing the music in this too, by the way. Did I like it? Yeah. Yeah, I liked it. It's funny. This episode was good at playing on the emotional heartstrings. It was good at that. And that it definitely did. I had some issues with certain other aspects of the episode where it didn't feel like it took the more interesting route of how to go. Having seen this kind of story again and again, I don't think it was the best job of telling a good bit of that story. But I like what they chose to do with the end of it. That was less common, to be sure. And again, it was really good at playing the emotional heartstrings. So even with its faults in that other department, I mean, it still ends up, I think working pretty well. And let's see, amongst the four, I think I'd call it my second favorite right now. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think it played that well enough that I'm going to put it there. If it had chickened out at the end, I think it would have been my fourth favorite. So my least favorite of the four. But it didn't chicken out, and it kept playing those motions well, and I think that rose it up there for me. So, not my favorite. Black Panther still takes that one. But no, I really liked it, though. Be interesting to see what we see with this character later. That I'm curious about, too, since they clearly have more intended there. By the way, is this the first one where every single cast member... Yeah, it is. This is the first one where all of our voice cast is the actual actors from the MCU. Because in the first one, that wasn't true because we had a different Steve Rogers. In the second one, it wasn't true, well, because we had a different Drax, amongst other things. And in the third one, it wasn't true because we had some different people for some of the main Avengers. But this one, it is. I mean, Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, Christine Palmer by Rachel McAdams, Wong by Benedict Wong, The Ancient One with Tilda Swinton. So this one was, all four of them. I guess it helps that it's a relatively smaller set, but everybody back from the movie here. Darska, let's see, love the show. Yeah. Well, the problem is the episode links. Yes. I agree. I think that would have taken care probably of a number of the issues, even in this one that I had. Because they just don't get a chance to explore it, and I think that's part of what got it to be a bit more tropey during a good portion of this one. And if they'd actually had the time, they might not have fallen back on those tropes instead. So, I agree. And again, I think the one that suffered the most from that was the first one. The first one really badly suffered from being short. But in all cases, I mean, the second one actually did a really good job with the time it had. But would it have been better if it was truly an hour and a half? Yeah, I would imagine it would have. But it was still pretty good. So yeah, I definitely agree in the general sense about the length. And I think the biggest problem that really is coming in on that is that they're wanting to pack in a lot more generally than fits into the time they have to tell the story. It's a tricky thing to cut something down to that degree, and the first one, again, suffered the most from that. I think the second one suffered the least. It was a story that fit much better to the time format they chose to take. Or at least they were able to make it work in that better, anyway. No, Scal. Yeah, clearly aren't. Looks like everybody here and around in the chat agrees with you too. So, yeah, definitely the length seems to be their biggest problem. Definitely, definitely. It was interesting bringing in that new character of Oben there. Wonder if we'll ever see him pop in somewhere in the future. It's been mentioned before whether we might have characters that actually get introduced first here in What If and then pop in somewhere later. Could be really intriguing if that does end up happening. And I know we said that What If is not canon. We could still change that. The multiverse now that we admit that it exists, right? But yeah, let's see. Plano Ben was Ike Amadi, a Nigerian voice actor. Not sure that even then that he would actually come in and play anything in person, though, if he's mainly just a voice actor. Not sure if he's done anything that's not just voice acting, though. Do not know. Just taking a quick look. Nah, it looks like it's all pretty much voice acting for him. Yeah, it looks like all voice acting. Definitely a lot in there too. Impressive, really. So yeah, no idea who would play him in person if the character were to pop up then. Interesting, though. You think the next one's a zombie episode? That should be fun. I'm looking forward to that. By the way, again, whoever did the music, beautiful job with the music in this one. Super, super nicely done. That was key to playing the heartstrings as well in here, I think. Carter, you say it is canon. I don't remember Marvel confirming it to be canon. Not the last I heard. I don't remember seeing it. It's like, let me go double check. Not like I can't miss things. It's like I've been looking for it and then I must have just missed it come up, huh? Oh, good. Yeah, I see it. So cool. So AC Bradley did go ahead and say it was canon. Don't know how the heck I missed that. Because I'd been looking for that one, especially after Loki figuring that they might go ahead and do just that. But I missed them actually go ahead and say that it was officially canon. Huh. Go figure. That was kind of what I expected they might do, just because now they've got a whole multiverse and can officially say it's canon if they want to, which means you can bring in characters there and actually have them then appear elsewhere, right? So yes, no, it is officially canon. Very nice, very nice. So yeah, head writer AC Bradley apparently did say way back that guess what, everything is canon when he talked with IGN way back almost a month ago. No idea how I missed that story, but I did. I did indeed. That is for sure. Let me go. Here, I can pop that up for people. There we go. If anybody wants to see it. There it is. So yes. Thank you, Carter. Much appreciated. Glad to hear that. I can make things fun in the future. It means I want to see Captain Carter actually, in flesh. Which there's been a lot of talk and theories about Captain Carter popping up. We could definitely have her come in. And then Scal, speaking of. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just talking about there. About the talk about Captain Carter going ahead and joining the MCM. Yes, that might be the right way to put that now. So, yeah, no, that's exactly what I was just mentioning. So, true that. True be that. But even with having heard that, I'd missed the other detail. However, I missed it, but I did. It's been an interesting month. How's that? I'll claim that. Even if it was at the very beginning. So, while we're talking Marvel for a moment, and before everyone disappears off, into the ether, which I imagine you all will be here shortly, and so will I. But anyway, Shang-Chi is coming out on Friday. So, curious who else is popping over and going and seeing Shang-Chi here soon. Which, as I said, off in the theaters, and which is interesting given the time, of course, and depending where you live and everything else. Very much that. So, are you all planning on seeing Shang-Chi, or catching it later, or what are your plans, out of curiosity? Personally, we will be seeing Shang-Chi day after tomorrow. Well, kind of day after tomorrow. Thursday, anyway. I guess it's not day after tomorrow anymore. It's after midnight, so. Z Carter, completely off topic. I heard the Daredevil's getting a Disney Plus show. I said all kinds of rumors sitting in around there. That's for sure, for sure. Scal says you've already seen it. Cool, cool. See, I need to get myself in that whole reviewing thing so I get things early, right? Easier said than done. Easier said than done. Oh, okay, gotcha. That would do it. Helped edit it, huh? Or at least a tiny piece of it. So that means you know a tiny piece of it, then, huh? Or you saying you've seen the whole thing as well. Either way, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. Well, cool news, cool news. And Carter, as far as Daredevil, I've heard nothing beyond rumor there. So, certainly plenty of rumor sitting out there. But nothing that hits to the level that I would have any confidence on it. So, nothing that's hit up to, say, a Hollywood Reporter, Variety, etc. level. Not yet. Hype for Abomination returning, huh? I'm curious what we're going to do with that. I mean, we know he's in there, but I don't think he'll be any kind of major piece, but I don't know. Interesting question. Scal, you were at the world premiere. Gotcha. That would do it. Very cool. Very cool. Well, I'm looking forward to it. That is for sure. Curiosity, since you're on, where do you rank it? And amongst your MCU movies, whereabouts do you put it? Up here in this portion? Midway? Bottom half? Where do you go? Curiosity. Let's see. Abomination. Hey, hello there to Sailor X. Well, nice for you to pop on in and say hi. So, hi, Barry back. Very nice, very nice. Hopefully you liked the episode. If you just saw it too. I said, man, definitely put the emotional heartstrings. About the halfway point. Hey, that is pretty good. And the origin stories don't tend to be up as high either for me when it comes to it, the first movies and whatever. But now midway in the MCU is not a bad ranking right there. Certainly not my book anyway, considering where I put most of the MCU anyway. The average is good and enjoyable. So, sounds good. Okay. Well, anywho, I think I will get taken off. It's been nice talking with all of you, definitely. As I said, I'm looking forward to seeing Shang-Chi soon. Darscal, looks like you've already seen it, so you look forward to getting to actually talk about it more openly soon, right? It's going to be a little messy. And not being able to talk about things ahead of time, right? Well, anyway. Thank you all for joining. It's been a good stream. Definitely, as I said, I think it was another good episode right there. And looking forward to some of the other fun we've got, like, say, zombies coming up, for instance, amongst other things. Oh, the All Hail the King one? Oh, that was a fun one. Yeah, I can see why that might be recommended. Interesting. I'm wondering, I'm assuming that means he pops up again, too, for that matter. So, nice. Yes, if anybody hasn't seen the All Hail the King short, go take a watch of that. As said, I don't even know. I mean, maybe everyone doesn't know, but Marvel did a whole bunch of one-shots. Back earlier, years and years ago, they had a number of one-shots they did. And so that was one of them. This was post Iron Man 3, actually. The last, I think, of the one-shots. I don't think they did any others after that. Maybe Agent Carter was after that. Maybe. Anyway, neither here nor there. Point being, that one was post Iron Man 3 and looks at our fake Mandarin over in prison, shall we say. Fun stuff. Which you can see based on that why, well, it might actually have some relevance. There's one other that has a little relevance, which would be The Consultant, which brings in Coulson pre-Thor, if I think the time is right. That has some relevance because of how it touches on Abomination, actually. So catch that one too. Let's see, Carter, which bit was my favorite? Of the shorts like that? Of the one-shots, probably, you mean? I probably would go for that. I mean, that was just a ton of fun, the All Hail the King one. So I might go that way. The Consultant was fun in its way, but I felt it was a little short. Oh, well, maybe I'd go Agent Carter, actually. Agent Carter was good. Even in that one shot. I mean, there's a reason it helped launch the entire show. Yeah, okay. Agent Carter, probably. That's probably the one I would pick as the one shots if we're talking about that. Mikhail, waiting for the new Star Wars show. Oh, Visions is going to be a ton of fun. I'm really looking forward to that one right there. Again, with the free reign that everybody was given to go make their own vision within Star Wars, their own vision. Pun wasn't even intended, but there it is, Visions. No, definitely, heavily looking forward to that. Heavily. I just wish it was on Fridays and not on Wednesdays. But nothing I can do about that. So, yeah. Definitely looking forward to it. And, we'll be watching it here. Gonna go ahead and have to stream both of them back to back between Marvel's What If, as we'll have, I think, 4 more What Ifs to go still. And then Visions at the same time. I'll probably do Visions first. So Visions will probably get the prime spot for midnight, I think. Don't quote me on it. I still have a few weeks to finish deciding that. But I think that's how we'll do it. So Visions first and then over to What If. And YouTube has a way of being able to make it so one stream can just shift right over to the other one. So that means I think I should be able to make it so that when the one stream ends, we'll all just kick on over to the second stream. Never done it before, but it should work. So I might experiment with that sometime before we get there just to double check. And obviously, I wouldn't be able to tell you. It'd be hard to tell you an exact time when the second one will happen without knowing run times for sure and how long the stream will go. So, be tricky. But that's my current thought and plan on the matter. Scal, you say, oh, you sent the plot. Oh, good. I will definitely take a look. Definitely. As I said, I'm curious to see where that keeps going. I mean, it's definitely a bare outline, but it sounds quite interesting and fun so far from what I already did read. So, yeah. Scal, you say you don't know if you're going to like Visions, to be honest. Well, who knows, right? I think it's hard to answer that in any meaningful way from just the trailer. I mean, the trailer that we have so far is so brief as to not be able to say much, which is good for things that are that short. It's hard to do much of a trailer there without giving too much away. But, yeah. And certainly I have no problem with anime. The interesting question, while we're talking Visions for a second here, the interesting question that Cream Pie Lars, can you say the N-word in here? What in the world are you talking about? I mean, if that's a joke toward Marvel or something, it's in bad taste. At the very least, it's in bad taste. And if it's not a joke, then what the hell's wrong with you? Anyway. And you're gone. Alright, cool. Moving right along. Okay. Anyway. Let's see. So moving right along. Where were we? Visions. One of the interesting questions, I think, is whether to watch it in Japanese or watch it in English as far as the voice acting is concerned. It's got good voice acting casts, actually on both sides, really. Which reminds me of Studio Ghibli films, if anything, because Studio Ghibli films have really good voice casts on the Japanese side. But because of what's going on in most anime does not get good English voice casting. It doesn't happen. So it's an ugly thing that way. But the Studio Ghibli films have been an intriguing exception where they get really good voice casts for the English dubs of them. And that looks to be the case of what's going on for Visions as well, which makes it a little bit trickier. Now, for instance, one of the cases of that is that Tamara Morrison will be actually doing the voice for Boba, the one that is specifically focused on Boba Fett there. So that especially makes the English version very interesting right there. So, interesting set of things going on. Okay. Now we're getting all kinds of fun in the chat over here, aren't we now? Hello. Moving right along. Let's see. Hopefully there's some other good things in the chat. Oh, Carter asking, what is Visions? So Visions is a new anthology series, kind of like, What If is an anthology series on the Marvel side. But over on Star Wars, we're going to have, they went ahead and brought in a bunch of the anime studios over in Japan and essentially gave each of them free reign to make a Star Wars story of whatever type they like. So this is non-canon, unsurprisingly. But yeah, whatever you want it to go ahead and do. So we're getting this interesting amalgamation of anime and Star Wars and some different stories, hopefully, from what we might be more used to. There's an interesting way one could say there's a certain heritage back, considering George Lucas was heavily inspired by older samurai films as well in his style, which samurai films also heavily inspired Westerns, back here in American culture, etc., etc. So when it comes to all of that, Star Wars owes a lot of heritage back. So it's interesting, talking the pieces in there. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Cool stuff. So anyway, so each one will be its own thing and its own story. So cool stuff, really. Looking forward to it heavily. And I said I love anime as well, so it's the other half of why I'm heavily a non-dub person and watching it in subtitles because of that voice acting difference in there. So that's the other half of what makes that trick as to whether watch it in Japanese or watch it in English. But with Tamora Morrison, I mean, gotta watch that one in English, right? If there were others that, were in our area, it would be a different matter. But most of them are going to be with characters that aren't anybody we know in Star Wars anyway, potentially in time periods that we don't even know. So most of these don't seem to have a spot where they're crossing over that way, other than the Boba Fett Visions short. Oh, Scal. Yes, you didn't realize that he was voicing Boba. Now you're going to love it. At least you're going to love that one. Again, they're all different. I wouldn't expect them to have the same kind of feel. It's not like What If, where what if every one of these are written by the same person, or same group anyway, main writer at least, written and directed by the same people. So it's very different in that sense. Whereas in Visions, sure, you may really like something and really not like another because they're from different studios, different creators working on each of these. So it's entirely possible. But I would say, given what I've seen on the voice cast and whatnot, you're probably good either way you go on English or Japanese. Probably so. Let's see what else in there. And yes, I have been deleting other comments in there that for some reason have gotten in there. I don't know why, but apparently we've just started picking up all kinds of spam lately. Lucky us. I guess we're popular. Thanks everybody for clicking the thumbs up button at least, because that definitely helps make the thing and the stream more popular and more people check it out. Even if sometimes we get spam on occasion for that, but hey, easy enough to clear it out here, right? Let's see. Sailor X makes you wonder if Star Wars exists in the Marvel Universe. They could have fun with it sometime if they wanted to do a non-canon thing, right? If there was a good reason to. Could be fun, though. But certainly no need. But it could be fun. Carter, to you, Vision sounds just like every episode's basically going to be like a fan telling their own story. Scalp may as well have written an episode in it. I mean, you could say it in that kind of way, yeah. I mean, who isn't a fan of Star Wars, right? Yes, Gal. You got a lot of work right there to do. It's gonna be fun to see the final product on that when it's done. Oh, it definitely will be. Definitely. Okay. Anybody have anything else here before we get taken off? So yeah, I will go ahead and probably put up some kind of review, breakdown, something, on Shang-Chi after it comes out. Why so much spam, Miko? If I knew. If I knew. Oh, I don't know if I said hello there, Mikhail. Hello there to Mikhail, in case I did not say it earlier, because I'm not sure if I did. So let me say it in case I didn't earlier. But as to why there's so much spam, again, it's just one of those, it catches it sometimes, right? If you go ahead and, I guess the thing is popular enough. I'm assuming it's also not, if you're a giant channel, I don't think it pops up in the same way, just because I imagine they look for ones where the messages will be seen more, if I had to make a guess. Beyond that, I don't know. So, beyond that, I do not know. But hey, I just like to take it as, hey, at least it's a semi-positive sign that the stream's doing well and the channel's doing well, right? So I'd like to at least take it that way. Hey, Scally said, don't let them pull you down. It's probably not even people anyway. I would imagine it's largely bots. So, yep. What you busy with on the project? Oh, happy first day of September. Yes, it is. Happy first day of September to you as well. When am I next streaming? Probably a week from now. Yeah. Probably going to be next week for the 5th episode of What If. I don't think there will be anything before that. So anyway, to everybody, thank you so much for stopping on in. And let's see. And I will probably get taken off. So catch you all certainly next Tuesday for the 5th episode of What if nothing else. And until then, I don't know if you've caught that I've changed my outro just a little bit there. I always wanted something Marvel-ish in there, but there was never anything super great. So I put it in there. So Loki finally gave me something, and it was a great extra piece. Just fit right into my little piece I used to close with. So in case anyone hasn't noticed it, so it's in there now, and I think I'll keep it. I like it. Anyway, until then, until next time, whether it be on one of the normal videos or until next week, there will be more normal videos. There will indeed. But anyway, until then, to everyone, have a magical day, and may the Force be with you for all time, always.